How's it going, everybody? Right here today, and we are back with our Buffalo Sabres franchise mode. And in the last one, we made a move mid-season for two players, Nick Richie being one of them, and the other one being Craig Smith. We went ahead and got him to fill out the bottom pairing, or the bottom six for us to help it make it a little bit better. But we got Nick Richie to help boost Jack Eichel and Jeff Skinner, and well, it's working. Jack Eichel is absolutely dominating with 74 points. Jeff Skinner also has 64 himself. Nick Richie, 29 with us. He has 17 and 27. He's a plus 12. You know, I can't really complain too much about that. And the second line of Johansson, Reinhardt, Olofsson is seeing an 87 Johansson, a 90 Reinhardt, and an 85 Victor Olofsson. The third line, though, a little bit questionable. Dylan Cousins is a beautiful third liner, and he fits there, like, fantastically. Casey Middlestat does not exactly fit our scheme. Connor Sheary's a great second liner, but it does us no benefit. I mean, moving Olofsson down would, I guess, benefit the team, because then that third line would be better, but the second line is good the way it is with the +3. Middlestat seems to fit the first line. Cousins is a great third line fit, and Sheary's a great second line fit, so again, you know, not exactly what you want to see. Tage Thompson is a better second, and oh my god, if we move Sam Reinhart off that line, actually, if we move Johansson off that line, I wonder if something like, oh my god, moving... Okay, so apparently Cousins is the only thing holding that line together. I don't want to have Johansson playing fourth line ice time, as I don't think Tage Thompson has done anything to warrant it. So we went ahead and tried to fix that fourth line, but it doesn't seem to work. Defensively, still looking fine, I guess. Maybe need the +3 with Yoki Haru down there as an 86 with an 83 pilot. Then we've got an 85 and an 84. We originally had an 84. Okay. So yeah, this might be the best thing for the team. I don't know how much Henry Yoki Haru is going to like it. Because he has lost morale because of his ice time through the month of November. We moved him up, and then he's happy because of his recent individual performance. So that must mean he's doing something right. And in goal, we still have Linus Ullmark signed to that one-year deal to have a prove-it kind of deal. He's not playing like he deserves a long-term contract, and Ryan Miller has bounced back. So if there's anything we need to do, I'm not exactly sure what it would be. Maybe find somebody... See, I don't know what to say. I guess next season we'll just find a different... I mean, we just got a new head coach. I think we did anyway. Let's go to coaching staff, because I can't keep trying to change coaches every year. Zancaro, no. Jameson Zancaro has still been with us this whole time. 2020, yeah, this is his second season with us. We did great last season. We made it to the Stanley Cup Finals. So I can't complain about that too much. Can't complain about his record with us. But I can't complain about the roster that I've put together. So it's really on me to make the roster a bit better. Our division is just stacked, though. And if it wasn't for that, then we might see ourselves in a higher position. But maybe making Connor Sheary a sniper would help out this. I mean, he does not fit at all. Like, he does not fit whatsoever. So maybe Connor Sheary really, in my opinion, is a sniper, less of a playmaker in real life. So if I went ahead and did that, that'd be kind of cheesing it a little bit, but we might be able to get a plus down here because we would have the playmaker, power forward, sniper combination. But we're going to leave it as is. Connor Sheary, we should probably move on from him. He's just here for one more season. He doesn't fit. I mean, he fits the top. He fits the second line great. Moving Johansson down, we'll get Sheary up to an 85. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think the third line is the team's problem right now. If we did have a problem, it would be our fourth line. But hopefully our third defensive pairing is going to help that out. Really, the only one that it's a minus is Yoki Haru and Dahlin. I don't think they ever played together, nor should they. But power play-wise, let's see. Can we make potentially a sacrifice on this first power play that would get... Casey Middlestat would get us... Who would he have to replace? Anybody? If we replace Dahlin on that first power play, we get a +3. I don't know if I want to replace Dahlin on that first power play. We may just have to look to find a new head coach that really does just fit these guys much, much better. They're okay right now, so Dahlin likes it. I don't know what his preferred power play style is. I think there's 3. It's shooting, umbrella, or overload.
And I'm not sure what these guys like. They don't tell you. And penalty kill wise, it looks fine. Is anybody so Gustafsson is not a fit. Maybe a guy like Henry Yokiharu is, just so we can keep getting him some more ice time. He is not, and it doesn't benefit him. We'll just play him there. None of our defensemen are a fit. Nobody on this team besides like Nick Ritchie and Tage Thompson are fits, it seems. Unless Patrick Maroon is a fit, or maybe even Connor Sheary. Patrick Maroon is not a fit, and that is really not good. Okay, Craig Smith was the better of the two options. We'll go with Connor Sheary here, see if he's a good fit. He is not. Okay, power forward, and we already tried playmakers. Okay, we'll just go back to Craig Smith, a two-way forward, power forward, two-way forward, power forward, power forward. So these guys both fit. Whatever their penalty kill strategy is what they like. But I'm not going to worry too much about it. We might go a little bit closer to the trade deadline here. We're not making any kind of coaching changes, but we should look to see who's available come July 1st. We'll go up through these next two games. I mean, not a lot is going to be told from these two, but we are on a horrible, horrible losing streak. As you guys could just see if you caught it, but that would be 2 firsts for Tatar and Filppula. Tatar fits on our first line. Filppula would be probably a second liner. I don't really want to do this deal, so I'm going to back out. 2 seconds for Brodin and a fourth. Interesting. Can we snap the streak against Winnipeg? I didn't get a chance to look. I was too busy trying to see that Craig Anderson and Chris Tierney are on their way to Arizona in exchange for Tanner Pearson, a second, a third, and Vinny Hinostroza, and we do snap the streak. Mike Green, a defenseman for 1 year. We'd have to give up our second and a third next year. Does he fit no, he's not a scheme fit. That's not a good trade for us to make. And then Vancouver, can we beat Vancouver? Jay Beagle, for Philadelphia's first. I don't know how good Philadelphia is doing. And a 4-1 loss, as the team really seems to have hit a rough patch. I think something needs to change, guys. We're hanging on by a thread in this playoff hunt. I think I need to go make a move. I don't want to make a move because I know we're not like here for this season, and if they fit his scheme, I don't know if they're going to fit the scheme next year. But a guy like Casey Middlestat, I don't want to get rid of Middlestat because he doesn't fit this coach's scheme. But it's clear to see that Middlestat, is kind of getting passed up by Victor Olofsson. Victor Olofsson up to an 85. What is he, a -3 on that second line? Jesus. Oh, he's really happy because of his ice time. I don't know if we want to do something like that and just have Johansson try and buoy that this second line or the third line here, help out Middlestat and Cousins. I mean, he's not a great help, but like he is help. So, I don't want to move Johansson to the fourth line. Connor Sheary, maybe give him some time. He's been playing well. I honestly don't know what this team needs. We probably need a good third liner, but again, the problem is Sam Reinhart can't be our right winger up there. Dylan Cousins, no. Connor Sheary as the center up there. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Because Sam Reinhart, I would ideally like Sam Reinhart and Jack Eichel to like the same things. And I'm not sure if they do. They actually do like the same thing. So maybe that's something to explore in the offseason, is potentially a coaching change so that we can get Cousins and Middlestat some more. I mean, these guys are part of our future too. 20-year-old high top 6 at 83 and a 22-year-old medium elite at 84. Like, I want to play them where they should be playing, but where they should be playing doesn't help us much. Middlestat a +1. I'd rather have the Johansson +3. So I don't know if we can really make any moves. Tage Thompson is not a fit for the bottom 6. Might be a fit more for the AHL. And maybe we call somebody up. Like, we already tried the Asplund thing, who was absolutely horrible in his games up here. He had a -20. We know he doesn't fit the scheme. JS Dea is carry, shoot, efficient, balanced. I don't know what the bottom is down there, but JS Dea is carry, shoot, efficient, balanced. What is the ideal down here? It's dump, cycle, energy, block. Okay, so not at all close. Dump, cycle, energy, block. I wonder if we have anybody in the system that is dump, cycle, energy, block. Balanced. Oh, wow, this guy, beautiful fit, Brett Murray. Dump cycle energy block. Yeah, no, I don't really see anybody that's a too good of a fit. I mean, these guys, Sean Malone and Dalton Smith, but like, no. I guess the balance would be good. CJ Smith maybe could bring him up and give him a shot. He's a 76. He's probably just not good enough. He's listed as a sniper too, so I don't know. But he's balanced. So carry, shoot, efficient, balanced. Ooh, that was close. Okay. But we got to look more up here. So we got carry, shoot, efficient, balanced. Balanced. Victor Ejdel. Maybe would be a guy. He's listed. He's a power forward as well. You know what? I'm going to give Victor Ejdel a call up and just see what he would do on that fourth line. It's the fourth line, but Tage Thompson is clearly just not cutting it for us. Maybe just throw somebody on that bottom there that could potentially fit our scheme. I know that Tage Thompson fits the penalty kill and whatnot, but okay. We are going to take out Tage Thompson here for scratched. Ejdel, yes, substitute him in. Okay, so he's fine because it's not that big of a deal. Okay, I guess he would fit on the second line, but like, no, I don't feel like doing that. We'll sit Tage Thompson and see how he does. And play Ejdel. I guess I don't want to take that kind of chance. I mean, he would fit on the first line. That's the funny part, is that he would fit on the first line. Pretty well. +3 there. That would leave Richie to... I mean, crazier things have worked, I guess? Maybe? I mean, he's such a perfect fit for the top line. It's actually kind of hilarious how good of a fit he is. And we still get the +3, and then Richie would come down here. It was a +12, though, but he would get a +1 down here. The chemistry would be clicking. Connor Sheary listed as a second-line forward. I'm not too worried about it. You know what? We're going to let's go nuts. Why not? Let's have some fun. Let's go nuts. We're not going to make a trade at the deadline. This is just a little experiment to see if we can get back on our winning ways. How many games have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? We'll simulate 5 games. And if we win 3, we're going to keep it. If we lose 3, okay, there's a loss. There's a win versus Columbus. There's a 7-0 win versus Montreal, an 8-7 shootout loss, and there's a win. So that's 3-1-1 in that span. Okay, timeout. I just want to see how good that guy is doing. I'm just having fun with it at this point, boys. Victor Ejdesel. He's got 6 points in 5 games? Are you serious? The 75 power forward has got 6 points in 5 games and he's a +6. Oh my god, that's crazy. Oh my god. Okay, and Connor, let's just screw it. If he's got 6 points in 5 games, we're gonna let him ride it out up on that top line there, boys. Oh man. Okay. Let's go. You know, let's just go another 5. We're not gonna get too crazy now. Versus Washington, it could easily come plummeting down, but there's a win, and there's another win. At Chicago, we lose. Ouch, that one hurts quite a bit. But there's 3 wins in 5 again. There's 3 and 2. It's 60%. I will take 60% points. I don't know how many points that is on a regular season, but all right, let's go. What is it? Another 5 games? Yeah, let's go another 5 games. So we are currently what with Ejdel in the team? We have lost. Through 10 games, we have won 6. We are 6-3-1. 6-3-1? I will take 6-3-1. All right. At the Islanders, we lose. There's 1 loss. We win against the Canadiens, which is big. We beat the Toronto Maple Leafs, which is also big. There's a point. Can we beat them? And we do beat them again. Look at that. We've got now 92 points, and we have a bunch of games in hand on whatever team is right in front of us here. It is the Montreal Canadiens. 3 games in hand, and we just beat them twice. That is absolutely massive. And you know what else is massive? The amount of points the Leafs and the Panthers are putting up. This is insane. Okay. So through 15 games now, we were 6-3-1. Now we have gone with 3 more wins. We are 9-4-2. 9-4-2 through oh, that's not enough games. we just went 3-1-1. We had 2 3-1-1s, which would be 6-2-2, and then we had a 3-2, which is 9-4-2. 9-4-2 makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. 9-4-2. Ever since we called up Edge Decel. Maybe. I have absolutely no idea. But it's coming down to the wire here, guys. It is the last 6 games of the season. Let's simulate 3, half of them. How do we do? Let's go 2-1 at worst. New Jersey, there we go. There's 2. And Nashville, that's 3. And a huge amount of points being put up. That is back-to-back shutouts, too. 4-0 and 8-0. Look at that. And then we beat the Panthers, who are putting up a ton of points in our own division. Look at that. That is gorgeous. And to see Jack Eichel up there at 94 points with 3 games remaining, can he get 2 points per game here? Get himself to 100 points? Might be the first time. I don't think he got 100 points in our first season. But guys, win 1 and we've cracked 100 points. And we're nipping on the Panthers' heels. We are chasing them down for the second spot in home ice advantage. Toronto has won the President's Trophy. Like, it's guaranteed. That is insane, the amount of points. 116 points. That's crazy. We have distanced ourselves from the Canadiens by 3 points with 2 games in hand. We're behind the Panthers. Oh my God, we're playing the Maple Leafs right now. This is going to be a big game. These are the games you got to win if you're going to get home ice advantage in the playoffs. Okay, let's see. If we win this, we're within 1 game. Wait, timeout. I just realized we're playing 3 games in a row. We're home, we fly to Carolina, and we fly from Carolina to Detroit. Why are we playing 3 games in a row? This is not the AHL. I know they do that in the AHL, but they don't do that in the NHL. That is insane unless we had some kind of schedule conflict. Didn't they make us play on Christmas? Isn't this the franchise mode that I played on Christmas Day too? Anyway, no heartless bastards there at the NHL office. And against Toronto, a 2-1 loss. That hurts because now we're not gonna get home ice. We can't be caught by the Canadiens. We're pretty much locked in here at 3rd in the division. It's now just a chance. Can Jack Eichel, who got another point, I think he got an assist in that game, can Jack Eichel get up to 100 points? He has to really turn it on in these last 2. We need to absolutely blow these teams out of the water. Carolina's another good team. We lose in a shootout, which is another point. It's going to get us to 99. Unfortunately, the Florida Panthers lost 2, so if we would have won, we would have gotten an extra 3 points. We would have been right behind him. It would have been kind of exciting, but we will just advance another day. Jack Eichel did not get a point, as we only scored 1 goal. And then against Detroit, we go ahead and put up 7. He gets another assist. We finished the season with 101 points and finished 3rd. We would have won the Pacific, the gosh darn Pacific we would have won, coming 2nd in the West. Meanwhile, the East has 5 teams of over 100 points, and the Canadiens, a wildcard team with 97. The Penguins, another wildcard team with 97. Oh my God, and the Tampa Bay Lightning with 49 points. I believe we have Philadelphia's pick as well. The Flyers finished 2nd in their division, so maybe we wanted to move it, maybe we didn't. But the star of the show is Victor Eshtel. Like, oh my God, the dude comes up and puts up 15 points in 21 games. 15 points in 21 games, playing 19 minutes a night, sends Nick Richie down here to the third pairing. Did he play 86 games this season? He had 33 points in 50 games, which I think is very solid. Victor Olofsson has ascended to an 84. Yes, I say ascended. What kind of season did he have? He had, 54 points. I mean, I'll take it. It's been an interesting season. I feel like the only guy that's really performed is Jack Eichel and Jeff Skinner. Jeff Skinner's now up to an 87. That's good. He's going to start playing more and more like his contract. So let's go ahead and do an actual season recap. As the game doesn't follow my button presses, my button inputs. Regular season has ended. That's cool. And its regular season is complete. Off of 3 games, we will be playing the Florida Panthers. Guys, I don't know if I want to keep up Eshtel. I have absolutely no idea how to say his name. But Jack Eichel with 96, Jeff Skinner with 90. Sam Reinhart gets his best season with 81 for us there. So Sam with good chem could be really good for us. As you guys can see, he was playing second line ice time, and the +3 absolutely boosted the crap out of him. He wasn't playing that. Oh, wow. Okay, the power play points really, really did help. 27 power play points is really what carried Sam. Yeah, I don't think he got any more. He got 14. Actually, no, he did get more even strength points than he did last season because he got 11 more even strength points than he did last season. But he's back to his usual self. After a down first season with us, a second season to remember as he almost goes point per game. Connor Sheary, dude's gonna put up points no matter how much ice time I give him. 13 minutes a night, who cares? He gets 58 points, 16 goals, 42 assists. Rasmus Ristolainen sneaking in there. Victor Olofsson with less points than Connor Sheary somehow was a -5, but 21 goals, 54 points. I'll take that out of a second liner any day. 16 power play points, so our points aren't doing so hot. It really seems like our top guys are carrying us, which is, nice to see. But I would like to see Cousins and Middlestat do a little bit better. Now, Cousins was a minus, but now he finished the season a plus, which is good. He was playing with Nick Richie, who is a really good plus-minus, I think. Yeah, plus 18. In here in Buffalo, he was a plus 21. So I'm really happy to have Richie. He'll be a left winger for us. Maybe our second line left winger. Maybe we can find a coach. I mean, he's balanced. So, yeah. But he's probably going to be our second line left winger. Cousins, Middlestat, one of them. With Reinhardt, Victor Olofsson, too. He's still listed as a third line scorer. Carry, shoot, efficient, balanced. He really does fit that second line. He does not fit our bottom six, but I think I'm going to look to move on from our coach. And find a guy that can just make Jack Eichel and Sam Reinhart click together on that first line. And then hopefully throw a guy like Nick Richie on their left wing to help them with the chemistry, getting the power forward up there. Because I think that Jack Eichel, Sam Reinhart, and then Jeff Skinner, is got a different wants from Jack Eichel. He's carry, shoot, balanced, whereas Jack Eichel is carry, shoot, efficient, balanced. He's carry cycle balanced versus carry shoot efficient balanced. So Jeff Skinner does have some different wants. I think he also likes overload, whereas Jack Eichel likes overload and Jeff Skinner likes overload as well. Or Jeff Skinner likes behind the net. I can't remember. We're not going to change our coach right away, and if we win the cup, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe it should just be on me, not the coach, to get the boys to play well. But if we go ahead and check the lines out. I'm pretty sure our first scheme is behind the net, which Jeff Skinner likes. So if we can find a coach whose second line is behind the net, that's good for Jeff Skinner. And then an overload for Eichel. Estel likes behind the net too. So, maybe this guy is a 6'5" left-handed right winger. Wow, who was that? Who had 31 points in 56 games, and then I call him up to the NHL, slap him on the first line. It's like the Flex Seal tape. You just got a leaking hole, you just slap a Victor Ejdsell on there. 15 points in 21 games. I think he's really the star of the show here, guys. He just kind of came up and did well. Apparently he played in the NHL for some unknown team and got 2 points. Or got a point, excuse me. That's why is it NA? Does anybody know where this guy... He looks like he came from Chicago. I'm pretty sure that's Chicago, but the game doesn't want to acknowledge the fact that he played for Chicago ever. Wow, interesting. Okay, bud. But, hey, maybe he'll work out in the playoffs for us. He's got 77 points. I mean, there's no reason this dude should be putting up as many points as he did. He had 6 points in the first 5, which means he had 9 points in the next 16. 9 and 16 is still not bad, okay? He had 1 game-winning goal, so he won us 1 game. He allows me to get a +1 down there for Richie and Middlestat, so it looks like 2 power forwards, perhaps. Would Maroon... Okay, timeout, because I think Maroon is a power forward. Ooh, Maroon does not help, but Maroon... Yeah, you see, he fits, but he does not help. Connor Sheary is a playmaker. We already tried that. We know he doesn't fit. Does anybody fit the third line that I can just experiment with to see what we should go into next season with? But again, I could just change the coach. Jeff Skinner's a sniper. So if we put him there... Oh, power forward, sniper. Or playmaker, power forward, sniper works there. Ejdsell works... Yeah, no, we're going to leave everything the way it is. Let's go finish up the season recap here, guys. I'm too enamored with this whole chemistry thing. I got to tell you what, it adds so much more depth to franchise mode. It's a little overpowered when you can get it going correctly. But, it's like, it's the reason I go back to playing FIFA Ultimate Team instead of NHL Ultimate Team. Because in NHL Ultimate Team, it doesn't feel like there's a purpose other than just getting better overalls, and I don't exactly find that fun. But what I do find fun is the trickiness of building a squad. So chemistry really does add that replayability for me and makes me want to come back and keep playing. Leave a like or a comment if you're the same way. Because I feel like, I don't know, I don't hear a lot of people say that I just see a lot of people want to get a bunch of 99s and get a bunch of points and just win a bunch of games and they don't care how. And I get it, that's totally fun, but I just kind of like the challenge and makes me think. I just kind of enjoy that. I'm a big strategy game kind of guy. But now looking at our defense, it looked pretty good. Rasmus Ristolainen with 55 points. Rasmus Dahlin with 50. Is he still? He's now medium elite. He's no longer medium franchise, but he's at 91. So we can't ignore his wants if we do end up moving on from our coach. I don't even know if we should move on from our coach, guys. Let me know. But he's pinch balanced, and Rasmus Dahlin is pinch cycle. So if we can find a coach who is pinch cycle, that would be ideal because Dahlin's medium franchise. I know Risto's medium elite, but still. Then Eric Gustafsson and Colin Miller with 21 points each. Henry Yokiharu with 19. And Lawrence Pilot with 17. So they did end up being a plus. All defenders, even Rasmus Dahlin, ended up being a plus. It was the application of Esgesel. I'm totally butchering his name, but I don't care. He is my Flex Seal. His nickname is now Flex Seal. I will be calling Victor Esgesel Flex Seal for the entirety of his life. Tage Thompson out, Flex Seal in. Let's go. Patrick Maroon was a big ol' -10. Now he's a +10. Or not, well, he wasn't a +10, but he was a +7. Tage Thompson riding the pine. Look at that. Look at the difference. We were able to slap Esgesel on the first line there. Fit beautifully. Flex Seal it, baby. And in goal, Ryan Miller edges Linus Ullmark for performance on the season. 84 games played between the two of them, so Ullmark must have gotten pulled. I'm really glad I only signed him for one season. Maybe he'll have another ridiculous postseason, because that's what got him to that. Actually, he had a ridiculous season number 1 as well. I don't know what changed. Maybe we just became more attacking, and the game needs to put goals against us, because if we're going to win games, with 8 goals scored, 5 goals scored, we need to be giving up 2 goals a game. He did have 6 shutouts, and that's kind of astonishing considering he had a 2.79. 6 shutouts. I mean, that's not a bad stat line, but it's not exactly what you want to see. Dylan Cousins, our only rookie this season, 46 points. All right, so let's go ahead and check out the rest of the league. We probably don't... Jack Eichel probably near the top, but not at the top. Alexander Barkov is going to take home the Art Ross and probably the Hart. I don't know. Patty Kane did well, so there's no duos, it seems, up here. Maybe Malkin and Crosby, you can consider a duo. Leon Draisaitl down there and Nugent Hopkins, so they're peeking in there. They might have been playing with McDavid this season. But Jack Eichel up there in the top 5 at 5 as far as most points 4. And wow, Barkov only had 22 power play points. So are you trying to tell me that this dude had, 91 even strength points? That is insane. Unless he had some shorthanded, but still, that's even more insane. Yeah, he had 89 even strength points and 91 off the power play. That's crazy. As far as goals, it looks like Patrick Kane. Nope. What am I kidding? It's Alexander Ovechkin. It will forever be Alexander Ovechkin. 94 points, 57 goals though. Patty Kane had a great season. Very even. I like even stat lines. Most shots is probably to Ovi with 389. You can't really edge that out. There's your... Wow, Dustin Byfuglien shoots a lot from defense. Interesting. As far as potential Selke Trophy winners, most takeaways goes to Rickard Rakell. Probably benefiting from the extra ice time now that Richie was gone. 90 points. Look at that. Larkin, O'Reilly, Hischier, McKinnon. Actually, it might be McKinnon's trophy. Although the hits, I don't know. The blocks are in Hischier's favor. The giveaways and takeaway ratio, it's pretty darn close. I don't know. Would you value 23 blocks or 10 more takeaways? I think I might take the takeaways, especially with the 11 extra hits. It could be Rakell's trophy to lose, but that's just who I would give it to. As far as defensemen, our defenseman didn't crack 70. But 4 defensemen across the league did. Erik Karlsson leads them all with 77. Drew Doughty and Morgan Riley tie at 74 points apiece, but Doughty gets the edge in goals by 4, scoring 16 times on the season. Alex Pietrangelo then rounds out the 70 club. John Carlson gets the nicest amount of points possible. Klingberg, Yossi, Weber, Keith. What defenseman scored the most? That would be Justin Falk for the St. Louis Blues. Not a great season. Not a great season for Justin Falk. Almost banged home 20 goals. Only 37 points, though. Scored more goals than he got assists. That's not what you want to see. He wouldn't fit our scheme, so there is no getting him. Dustin Byfuglien would fit our first pairing, and that's nice, Buff, but you're not coming anytime soon. Oliver Ekman-Larsson would fit our third pairing. Probably not going to acquire him to fit our third pairing. Jared Spurgeon, interesting. Now in Vancouver on that massive contract, so Vancouver just hates cap space. They just absolutely hate cap space. But if we were to find a goaltender to give it to, doesn't look like anybody jumps out at me. Maybe John Gibson jumps out at me with the 920 and the 244. He's probably the one I'd give it to. Fleury and Rittich played a ton of games. Man, Vegas loves burning Fleury out. They really do. They love just using him every night. Peter Mrazek had a good season. A really good season. But playing only 48 games, 27 wins only, I'd have to give it to Gibson. He had a very close stat line, like real close, and he did hit 40 wins on the season. As far as rookies across the NHL, Dylan Cousins edges out Alex Lafreniere of the Anaheim... Oh, that feels so weird to see. No offense, Anaheim Ducks fans, but it's just weird to see. But Dylan Cousins gets the most amount of points for a rookie and is most likely going to win the Calder Trophy for best rookie, but you guys already know what it means. The Vitaly Kravtsov, Oliver Wahlstrom too, drafted in 2018 by the Islanders, comes in third. So those are your top 3. He did get 20 goals, one of 2 rookies to get 20 goals. Yep, I'm right in saying that. Alexandre Techier would fit on our first line, so it's interesting to see some of these rookies. Would Lafreniere have fit on our team? He would have fit on our 4th line. He's a scrub anyway. We didn't want him. Any rookie goalies make their debut this year, and that would be a nope. So that is what the entire league is looking like. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this breakdown. Very in-depth, really getting to hear my thought process. I like to explain myself a ton. That's just the way I am. I explain everything I do in great depth, even if people don't want to hear it. Yeah, I do it at work too, so if you guys want me to shut up, let me know, but that's just the way I operate. I hope you guys like hearing my thought process. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you want to see some more, and I will see you guys in the playoffs.